In task number 4, well, let's assume that we have a disk that we want to take out of the logical volume and we want to replace it with something else. But first of all, we have to get it out of there. So what we want to do is reduce the size of the file system and the logical volume. We want to remove the physical volume from the volume group. And we want to wipe it and confirm that everything happened. So here's what we're going to do with this. Sudo df -h capital T mnt databall. And we see that it's 5.9 gig in size. We're going to do a sudo lv reduce minus resize fs minus size, and then the size we want it to be. So 3.98 gig, which is the size that it needs in order to be able to remove the volume. And then what we're resizing. So vol group 0 data ball. When we do this, it asks us, do you want to unmount it? Highly recommended to unmount it. Yes. So once we've done that, it's going to be changed from 5.98 gigs down to 3.98 gigs. That means that we should be able to do a quick sudo here and df -ht mnt data vol and verify that it's down. It is down 3.9 gig. All right, so that means what we can do next is sudo vg reduce, and we're going to pull out of the dev vol group 0 the dev xvdd1 physical volume. So we're going to pull that out of there. It has removed it out of there, so if we do a sudo vgs, we should see only 2 that are there now. And if we were to do a lsblk -f, let's clear our screen, you will see that you have these 2 here have a file system on them, but this one doesn't have a file system. It's not part of the file system anymore. These 2 together make up that file system at this particular point. So what we can then do is a sudo pv remove and then dev xvdd1. That's going to pull that out and not have it be an LVM physical volume anymore. So when we do that, it has been successfully wiped, and once again we can run that lsblk -f and notice that it is back to just being a simple volume. That's the end of task number 4, and it's also the end of the lab. Hope you got a lot out of this. This is the process of taking, starting without anything other than just 3 additional disks, going all the way up to a logical volume with an ext4 file system on it, and then all the way back down to taking one of the volumes out. Now you could, of course, replace that volume if you needed to and put it right back in. You have the steps. Thanks very much. See you in the next lab.